Our next speaker, speaking of difficult names, how do you grow up with the name Schmertz? In my neighborhood, they would have definitely changed it to Schmutz. Our next contestant is a co-founder of Hopscotch Air, an airline that has 8 planes, a fleet of 8 planes based in 6 locations. That's 1.6 planes for each location.
I'm taking ticket orders right now, by the way.
And how you do, you gotta wait till you get to the stage before you start performing, Andrew. You gotta wait. I have no idea how you do that, but maybe he'll tell me after the show. He's an aviator, an attorney, and a veteran of the communications and broadcast industry. But most important, he's here today representing a fantastic new channel called Arise TV, an international news channel. Please give it up for Andrew Schmertz, everybody. Andrew Schmertz.
Hey, so let's thank Mark and Ryan for, basically causing a month of fucking agita for all of us, trying to set this up. This is a pretty big crowd. If you consider some of the TV jobs I've had, this actually may be the biggest audience I've ever had. So please be kind. I hope it's okay. I did invite about 20 or 30 of my closest best friends from Tinder. And like most of my Tinder dates, no one showed up. No women actually showed up. We're dating, by the way, now, and I don't want to sound like an old fogey, but basically now you can't go on a date if the person is more than 2 square blocks away from you. Not from where you live, but where from your iPhone is. What happened to, what do you do? Do you have a nice family? Are you good looking? Now it's, do I have to take the subway to get to you?
Do you live in Queens?
Exactly. Queens. I don't know what that is. Obviously, Ray Rice has been in all the news, and we're in the TV business, so we can't get enough of Ray Rice. I'll tell you, ISIS should consider itself lucky it did not attack the NFL, because then we would have boots on the ground, I assure you. Of course, the big question we're all trying to figure out is Roger Goodell going to resign? Is he going to get fired? Well, I have some inside information. He has been seen interviewing to become a judge in South Africa. So you only shot your girlfriend 13 times? Is there any video of it? No? Good. 2 race suspension for you, Oscar. So, as mentioned, I am a business reporter, besides running an airline. That's a whole crazy story. I am a business reporter and anchor for a network called Arise TV. It is not a porno channel. Even though my mom keeps asking me how's the job at the porno channel. You probably haven't heard of Rise, and that's okay. It is actually, and this is the truth, it's a Nigerian news channel. It's based in Lagos. And I know when you see me, the first thing you think of is, that's the face of Nigeria. Being a business reporter, by the way, there is no better job in television because it sucks the least of all the other jobs you have in TV. First, if you're a business reporter, you have a ridiculous amount of days off. If the stock market's closed, you don't go to work. If the stock market is only open half a day, you convince your boss you don't have to go to work. Basically, if alternate side of the street parking is suspended, I don't go to work. Boss, it's alternate side of the street parking suspended today. Some religious holiday between SpongeBob SquarePants and the Desperate Housewives of New Jersey. There's no business news. Okay, have a good day. I used to work for WABC as the business reporter, and they tried to get me to cover stories. Schmertz, we need you to cover the water main break. Business reporter. I don't cover water main breaks. This is serious business. The other good thing about being the business reporter is, in truth, you do not need to know a fucking thing that you're talking about. Because nobody understands business news, and especially TV executives don't understand business. All you do is you got to get up there and say, the reverse yield curve between the 30-year bond and the 3-year bond widened today, and economists are concerned about that. I have no fucking idea what that means, but grandma and the nurse don't say, that Schmertz says the bonds are all out of whack. You're a complete genius. Every month we report on the unemployment numbers. Let me tell you about the Labor Department and their unemployment numbers. They're about as accurate as the number of WMDs we found in Iraq. They make this story up. Somehow we report and the unemployment rate went up to 6.2%, but economists say that's good news. And we just report it because we don't have a fucking clue. And we believe whatever the Labor Department tells us. And by the way, these are only non-farm payrolls. You hear that phrase? The non-farm payrolls? I grew up in the Bronx. I don't know what a fucking farm is. I don't know who has a farm job, and I don't understand why they're not counted. Don't they have jobs? Aren't they supposed to do something? The Labor Department also bases its statistics on something called, and this is true, the birth-death rate. The government predicts how many Americans each month are going to die. And I'll tell you, if they get the number wrong, they go out and kill people. Absolutely true. Finally, as the business reporter, I'm the smartest guy in the newsroom. They all think I know something about stocks or whatever. And the biggest question I get is, why has no one gone to jail from the 2008 financial crisis? That's a good question. So I say, well, pretend you're a prosecutor. You have two cases in front of you. You have one case, this rich white guy and mortgage-backed credit default swap securitizations, and you're going to need 6 weeks to convince a jury, whatever the hell that is. And the other case in front of you is some black kid who got caught with crack in his pocket, and you're pretty sure you could railroad him and put him in jail before lunch. Which case are you going to take? Thank you, everybody.
Andrew Schmertz, keep it going for Andrew Schmertz. We're going to keep this show moving right along. So, our next reporter comes.